Welcome! At sa araw na ito, marami tayong pag-uusapan sa mundo ng PBA. Unahin natin ang patungkol sa naging latest na laban. We will also talk about the current team standings, upcoming game schedule, and ang mga top players in every category this conference. Kaya naman, tara at pag-usapan natin ito. In this segment, ay pag-uusapan naman natin ang mga results ng mga naging laban ngayong araw. Kaya naman, tara at balikan natin ang naging match-up kanina. Sa unang laban ay nagharap nga po ang Blackwater Bossing at ang Titan Ultra, kung saan nanalo ang Titan Ultra in this match 102-98. Ang best player of the game ay si Joshua Munzon with his 25 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists. At bukod sa kanya ay naging malaking tulong din ang kanilang import scoring 21 points and 15 rebounds. Though, puro single scoring output naman ang ibang local players, bukod kay RS Dionisio with his 11 points, 3 rebounds and assists. Pero still, naging sapat pa rin naman yon for them to get the win. Samantala, para sa Blackwater Bossing, just like Titan Ultra, 3 players lamang din ang naka-double digit in terms of scoring. Si Upshaw ang kanilang import with his 25 points and 11 rebounds. Cedric Bearfield with 25 points as well, 5 rebounds and 2 assists. And si Dalf Panopio scoring 10 points, 5 rebounds and 3 assists. Meanwhile, punta naman tayo sa ating naging second game. Tapatan ng both powerhouse teams this conference, Rain or Shine Elasto Painters at ang San Miguel Beermen. At very exciting at talagang sobrang intense ng naging laban na ito. Tambakan ang laban before entering the fourth quarter, pero unti-unting nagkakaroon ng comeback ang San Miguel Beermen. Pero at the end of the game, hindi yun naging sapat to win the game. Rain or Shine won 116-112. Ang best player of the game natin dito ay si Adrian Nocom with his 21 points and 4 rebounds. Susuportahan yan ng kanilang import na si Jalen Johnson, 24 points. And other locals nila like Lametti with 14 points, Kalen Tiangson's 11 points, Claritos 16 points, and Gian Mamuyak's 10 points. Meanwhile, para sa San Miguel Beermen, si Marshall Lasiter ang nakapagpabuhay sana sa San Miguel sa fourth quarter with his total points sa game of 27 points with 7 3-pointers. CJ Perez, 18 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists. June Fajardos, 17 points and 13 rebounds, and ang kanilang import na hindi gaanong nagperform ng maganda in this match, just 12 points in his sleeves though, pero may 17 rebounds. Dumako naman tayo para sa paparating na games. On Friday, April 10 po yan nagaganapin both sa SM Mall of Asia Arena. Well, for our first game ay ang Rain or Shine Elasto Painters at ang Converge Fiber Xers at 5:15 p.m. Both interesting teams. Ang isa ay nasa itaas ng standings, which is ang Rain or Shine of course. Meanwhile, for Converge, they need to get this win upang mas tumaas ang chance nila na makapasok sa playoffs. Dahil sa ngayon ay 1-4 nga po ang kanilang kartada. Anyways, pagdating naman sa ating second game at 7:30 p.m., we have Manila Clasico, Magnolia Hotshots at ang Barangay Ginebra San Miguel. Of course, we know how interesting this match is. Manila Clasico ito eh. Anyways, for Ginebra, galing sila sa kanilang talo in their last game kontra San Miguel. And for Magnolia, since pumasok ang kanilang new import na si Daniel Chapman, ay nasa 2-game winning streak na rin po sila. Kaya naman, kaabang-abang kung sino ang mananalo in this match, Ginebra ba o Magnolia? Comment down nyo na rin kung sino ang inyong paboritong team or sa palagay nyo mananalo in this match. Ngayon naman, let us talk about the current team standings for this conference. after the two exciting matches, ay for sure nagkaroon ng pagbabago sa ating team standings. Kaya heto, silipin natin sila, isa-isa. At number 1, still undefeated Ang Rain or Shine Elasto Painters with their 5-game winning streak, 5-0 win-loss record. Second and third spot naman ay both tied with 4-1 win-loss record and both din ay nasa 2-game winning streak, ang teams ng NLEX Road Warriors at ang Meralco Bolts. Tied din ang 4th and 5th, ang Phoenix at ang Terrafirma Dyip, both with 3-2 win-loss record. Ang Phoenix nasa 1-game losing streak at ang Terrafirma, after their 3 consecutive wins this conference, ay nasa 2 games losing streak na. Sa ika-6 naman ay ang Ginebra with 2-2 win-loss record and 1-game losing streak. At sa ika-7, kakatapos lang, 3-3 win-loss record ang San Miguel Beermen this conference. Sa 8 naman ang TNT with 2-2 win-loss record at 50% win rate. Sa 9th and 10th spot naman ay both tied ang Titan Ultra at ang Magnolia Hotshots with a 2-3 win-loss record, 40% win rate yan. At una para sa Titan Ultra, +1 sila after their previous win kontra Blackwater. At para sa Magnolia ay 2-game winning streak sila. Ito'y magmula naman nang pumasok ang kanilang new import na si Chapman. At 11th and 12th spot naman ay both tied ang Blackwater Bossing at Converge with 1-4 win-loss record and a 20% win rate. Para sa Blackwater, 2-game losing streak na sila. And para sa Converge, 4-game losing streak na din sila after their first debut win this conference. Sa ikahuli naman ay ang guest team pa rin natin sa PBA, ang Macau Black Knights with their 0-5 win-loss record. Let's now move on sa mga top players in every category. Pero disclaimer muna, ito ay based sa pba.ph na website, ang mismong site ng PBA. Anyway, pagdating sa points per game, si Justin Brownlee na ang nangunguna pagdating sa kategorya na ito with his 35.3 points per game. Susundan niya ni Ball Manutebol with 35 points a game and Clinton Daniel Chapman with his 33.5 points a game. Para sa rebounds, nangunguna pa din si Terrafirma Dyip import Mubashir Ali with his 18.5 rebounds a night, James Dickey at second with his 18.2 rebounds, and Kylor Kelly's 17 rebounds per game. Para sa assists naman, Robert Bullock at number 1 with his 8.4 assists a night. Susundan niya ni Damian Chonky with his 7 assists per ballgame and RJ Abarientos with his 6.5 assists a game. For our field goal percentage, all tied with a total of 100% field goal, sina Kim Oren ng TNT, Matthew Daves ng Phoenix, and Ben Adamos ng Terrafirma Dyip. For our 3 points percentage, all tied din sina Ian Sangalang ng Magnolia and Raymond Almazan and Elaine Malixi ng Meralco Bolts with a total of 100% shooting in the 3. For our free throws, Anton Asistio, Juwami Tiongson, and Paul Lee, all tied din with a total of 100% shooting sa free throws. Pagdating naman sa steals per game, ang import ng Phoenix na si James Dickey and import ng Northport na si Michael Gilmore ay both tied with their 3 steals a night. At susundan yan ni Scotty Thompson with his 2.7 steals per game. And lastly, for the blocks, Kylor Kelly padan ang number 1 sa listahan, 3.4 blocks a game. with Bull Manute Bull being the second with his 3 blocks a game, and Xavier Lucero's 2.6 blocks per ball game. At diyan, nagtatapos ang ating mga latest updates sa PBA. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment your thoughts for our today's video. Thanks for watching! Mwah!